Death of Dante Wright has law enforcement agencies around the country reevaluating how they handle tasing devices. David Winter looked into the devices today and when officers mistake them for their firearms.
Well, Adam, most law enforcement agencies in our area, just like the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff's Office rather, they use tasers. Now, we do not know for certain whether that officer in Minnesota mistook her taser for her handgun, but all evidence is pointing that direction. And it's not as rare as you might think.
This type of mishap is not an isolated incident.
Correct. There have been about 16 documented cases in the last 10 years.
Sergeant Betsy Smith speaks for the National Police Association. She classifies what happened in Minnesota as a slip-in-capture incident that could be attributed to motor programming in the brain that only more training can help.
What are you going to do to try and keep this from happening here?
Oh, I promise you, every law enforcement agency in the nation is having that conversation right now.
But what are you going to do?
And I had that conversation, talking to our training staff and getting everybody refreshed.
Hamilton County Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey says her deputies train once a year with their tasers. She plans to double that.
We spend most of our time going hands-on and drawing out of the holster, and we try to put them in as high a stress situation as we can.
Deputy Sheriff Berlin Austin is in charge of training for the Sheriff's Department. He says, like most agencies, he trains officers to keep their tasers on the opposite sides of their belts from their firearms.
Reach back and grab your regular side.
Okay.
Now reach out and grab the sidearm. Big difference.
Big difference. And that's why we carry them over here.
But it's undeniable. The pistol grip of a taser is similar to the pistol grip of a handgun.
Sit down or you're going to get bowled. Sit down. Bola.
Wrap Technologies provided this video to us of an incident also in Minnesota in November. Unlike the taser, the Bolo Wrap is shaped like a TV remote.
It's less likely to be mistaken as a pistol by the officer. Isn't that true?
Well, certainly anything that's a different shape, pepper spray is a different shape, a baton's a different shape, ours is a different shape, so that we do give tactile feel that it's different than a potentially lethal response.
Well, that CEO of Wrap Technologies, he actually invented the taser, and he tells me that it was actually the police who wanted him to shape it like a handgun so it makes it more difficult for suspects to wrestle it from their hands. Now, we also, again, spoke with that National Police Association spokesperson, and she says that the confusion often occurs with police when they are transitioning from a handgun to a taser, and you add stress to that, and you are just asking for problems. Adam?
All right, David, thank you so much for that update today. And while 16 shooting incidents mistaking tasers for handguns seems like a lot, the National Police Association says when compared with 50 million police interactions a year, it's actually very rare.